dancer, and today we're coming back to spinning. I did a while ago one video on how to spin in salsa. Very basic technique for spinning one time, yes, on the spot. So it got so popular that I have decided to make another video, and this one is based on a few people asking me how to do a double spin in salsa or more, okay? So if you haven't watched my first video on the basic technique, you need to go back and watch that one. It's going to be linked in the description box below. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Because if you try to do this without knowing how to do that, ain't going to happen. So watch the first one video first, and then this one is just a little bit more advanced technique to show you how to do a double or more spins. Stick around. Okay, here we go. I have my socks on and we are at the tip number 1, which is get comfortable with your one spin. There is no point to try and do 2 if you cannot balance at all on 1. If you don't know how to spin at all, the technique, you have to go to my video before. But if you do, I show you one more time. You prep on the spot, you twist and lock, and then you spin. As soon as you stop, you change your weight and you continue back dancing into your basic step. Yes? So one more time, watch that again. I step on the spot, I lock, I spin, change my weight, ready to keep dancing. I mostly dance salsa on 1, that's why I come back into my basic on 1, 2, and 3 for the ladies. But if you dance salsa on 2, it's very similar technique, just on a different timing. But you need to make sure that you can compose yourself through that 110. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to be able to do it in order to progress with spin 2 or more. Tip number 2, for you to spin faster, you need momentum. You need to spin faster because you only have that much timing in salsa, hence why you need to put more turns in. Momentum we achieve through our core, our body, our torso, yes? A lot of people do a mistake and they use their arms to turn themselves around. We use arms in completely different ways, but in this case, please just keep a nice open frame to keep you balanced and use your core for momentum. I'll demonstrate. When we prepare to spin, we go angle and angle. That angled and locked position, that core momentum is what's going to take you around, okay? Sometimes we need a little bit more, so we prepare a little bit more. Never over twisting or bending our core. We just angle. And my legs are still locked. That locked position in with the core and the torso is going to give us the momentum. Yes? Another thing, remember, whatever comes up is slow. Whatever goes down is fast. So if you want to spin faster and be able to do more turns, you have to make sure that after your higher preparation, your momentum and your whole weight is pushing down into the floor. That will make your turns faster. So the momentum you get from preparation into a little bit more of a twist where you're going to be using your core and you're going to push all of your momentum down into the floor. I shall demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now that we talked about the momentum and that we get it through the core and a good sharp preparation, we can come back into our arms. The arms in general, we like to keep them open only because that is our balance as well. It helps us out. Depending on each individual, and our bodies are different, For some it's a little bit more comfortable lower, for some a bit higher, for some a bit more open, for some a little bit more closed. You kind of have to experiment on this and find what works for you best. Then you can try and play with your arms a little bit as well. Remember, if you open up, it slows down. If you bring them in, it speeds up. So when you build a little bit more confidence and you decide to play with your arms and with the speed of your spins, you can start spinning slowly here, bring them in for more spins. I will demonstrate. Tip number 4 for actually being able to control your spins. When you start experimenting with a lot of multiple spins, you have to know how to stop, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something that will blow your mind, but I think you will find it very useful. Number 1, make sure you stop yourself by placing your left foot down after you finish spinning on your right foot. When you put it down, don't put it down on a straight leg, put it down on a hip. So it's still straight, but the hip relaxes. It is something about when you stop in a straight position, you see, you are still going to be shifting slightly to the side and losing balance. But the moment you stop with your hip down, if somebody would push me now, nobody could move me. Make sense? So when I'm finishing my spin, I need to make sure I finish with the hip down. Then you will keep your balance much better. You won't feel like you're wobbling after you're done with your spins. Now, ready the mind to be blown? Always think about finishing your spin before you're about to finish it. If you try to stop after you finish your spin, that means you're going to stop way overturned. Watch what I mean. If I am turning and I finish my turn and I'm trying to stop now, my momentum is still going. So by the time I stop, I probably over twist it. But if I am turning and almost now, I know I am almost finished, I am spotting, I'm almost there. If I am stopping now, I will end up stopping at exactly right position. So when you spin, make sure you stop yourself just slightly before you think you're about to finish. And that will execute a beautiful ending of your spins. So it won't be like, she spins so beautiful, she has no control. Your control. Final tip, tip number 5, has nothing to do with what you do physically. It has everything to do mentally. You have to eliminate fear. Spinning is such a weird thing because you are actually using only one leg to balance yourself out through multiple turns. And every time you're losing balance, it seems like you're gonna fall. It's an actual feeling of falling. And that, of course, gives us some fear that stops us from trying it properly. You have to make sure you free your mind and you eliminate your fear, because the fear will stop you from really pushing through, taking everything on board and giving your 100% to try. Nothing will stop you then. Make sense? I understand also that in the beginning when it's not happening, also in your mind, you might get angry. Stop being angry, stop being scared, just do it. If you fall over, you will get up. Big deal. Well, it is a big deal if you break something, but you're not actually off the floor. You're still on the floor. Worst comes to worst, if you feel like you're about to die, you just put the other leg down and that's it, and you're done, right? But my tip number 5 for you, eliminate fear. Go for it. Nobody will do it for you, just you. Stay strong, my ladies, or men who are learning ladies spinning, doesn't matter, but stay strong and go for it. I hope you found these tips helpful, and again, please watch my first video for spinning, because it is about the technique, how to do a spin in general, and then incorporate little tips that you got here. Keep practicing and you will definitely get better at spinning. 2 spins is actually easier than 1, because once you learn the technique, the momentum will carry you through those 2. The 1 is a little bit more controlled because you have to do it slower. So don't worry about it, just practice and you will see it just gets easier and easier, and then you can start doing styling with the arms. Maybe that could be my other video, how you can style your spins with your arms. I will have a think. In the meantime, leave a comment if you found this useful or not, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you watch the other video. Bye for now.